Wait till you see how I transform wood into faux decorative concrete. My name is Courtney. Let's get crafting. Grab some of these wooden hearts from Dollar Tree and a frame from Dollar Tree, or if you have something, a sign, maybe it's not your style anymore, grab that. We're going to make it over. So I'm starting with this Party of 5 sign, and I'm going to start by taping off the frame portion because I am not a very careful painter when it comes to trying not to get paint on the frame. And I'm just going to tape it off with some painter's tape and then paint over my Party of 5 design with some white Waverly chalk paint. The next thing I did was I did use my Cricut to print out a vinyl decal that says all you need is love. You can grab this design down below in the description box along with everything else in today's video. If you do not have a Cricut, no fear. You can grab some small stickers and very easily do this as well. I like to get mine either on Amazon or Hobby Lobby, especially if I'm looking for small text stickers. Now, if I want to get this decal on my painted surface without peeling off a bunch of paint, my trick is I take the transfer tape, and before I apply it to my decal, I take my hand and kind of smack it all over the transfer tape. And then when I put it down, I do not rub it really hard with the scraper or anything like that. I just do a very gentle press, and then I peel off as close to it as I can very slowly, and that way I don't pull up any of the paint. Another option is you could take a coat of Mod Podge, put it on your painted surface, and then put your decal down, and that will also help you prevent peeling paint up when you apply decals. Taking the wooden hearts, I'm going to figure out which ones I wanted to use, and I decided on all pink and red hearts. Then I'm going to kind of figure out my placement of the hearts. I ended up using just one pack of hearts. I didn't use them all. I have 2 packs here, but just so you know, it only took 1 pack of these combo hearts to get this sign made. And then I did also grab my miter shears. I wanted to cut some of these hearts and have them kind of placed against the frame. I did talk about my craft tool video. If you're not really a big fan of the miter shears, that I do use my tin snips to cut wood as well, but I will say that my miter shears cut these very easily. Just fair warning, the little pieces will fly because they're very lightweight and it's a very thin piece of wood, so just be careful of that. But once I figured out where my hearts are going, got them all trimmed, I just took some hot glue and I tacked all of the hearts down, and then this little sign is ready to be displayed. With the new year comes new goals, which is the perfect time for me to tell you about today's sponsor, Craftsy. If you are wanting to take your crafting to the next level, this is a great time to learn new techniques. Craftsy is an online community and resource that offers a multitude of classes like crocheting, sewing, quilting, baking, and much more. With spring coming up, you might be interested in taking this cookie bouquet class. It will teach you how to make a beautiful, edible spring floral arrangement. And if you are still experiencing snow and cold, this crocheted cables in the round class is right up your alley. I have taken a few classes from Craftsy in the past, including the Startup Library hand embroidery class. I learned a lot about the basics, and the printable guide that came with the class is a resource I continue to use every time I embroider. This year, I really want to focus on learning how to crochet. I plan to start with the Crochet Basics and Beyond class to kick off my crochet learning. If you would like to strengthen and expand your skill set, joining Craftsy is a great way to start. The first 1,000 of you to click the link in the video description will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.49. Valid for new members only. Let's get back to the DIYs. For this project, you want to pick up some of the hearts that you can find at Dollar Tree. Now, I am trying again to use up my stash, so I've had these in there forever. These are just 2 hearts glued together, and I need to get off the glitter. So my tried and true method is to put Goo Gone and just scrape it, but I'm out of Goo Gone. So I'm just going to sand it to get this off because I am going to be painting over this surface.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile.
Once it's all sanded, I'm just gonna wipe this down to get the dust off of it. You guys are gonna have to let me know. I'm just trying out something different here, kind of talking about the craft in real time. So you'll have to let me know. Do you prefer voiceovers or do you like these as I'm doing this step, I'm actually talking and then, you know, going from there. So let me know in the comments which format you prefer. Okay, now I've got to make this look like a sugar cookie. So that's obviously going to be a lighter, let's try this vintage white, which this is also, oh, this is multi-surface vintage white. Okay, let's try this one and see. I may need to mix some tan in with it. So, oh yeah, that's like white. That's not gonna work. Okay. Let's mix a little bit, like a dingle donker of caramel. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna need to do.
Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up.
The next step is we want to make the icing that's going to go on our cookie. So I'm going to be using, this is Crayola Model Magic Clay. And we're just going to roll some out. Dollar Tree rolling pin for the win. We want to get it not super thin, but kind of thin. So let's see what we can do here.
And we just sing along, and I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together?
I want to make this a little more icing like, so I am gonna kind of do a little bit of trimming here.
If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
All right, so now I'm getting faux sprinkles. I've got these cute little polymer clay heart sprinkles that have pink, white, and red. I'm gonna grab those out for sure. Might use some of these that I used at Christmas time. I got these in a pack from Amazon. Got different sizes of the red there. And then let's just see, there's some pink in this one, this little box that has all kinds. And I'm thinking that might be it. Yeah. Oh wait, are those hearts? Oh, those are more hearts. Wait. Oh, those are weird looking hearts. Okay, I'm not gonna do those. This could be fun too, but it does have like other colors that aren't necessarily Valentine-y. So what I'm going to do now is I've got some glossy Mod Podge, and I'm going to use that to get my sprinkles attached. It will also make my icing kind of have a sheen to it, which is good because royal icing does have a sheen. So I'm just going to paint this directly onto this air dry clay, and I'm going to attach sprinkles.
Forever, forever, forever. I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up when I dance around.
This DIY is just going to be along the lines of the last one. So taking 2 more wooden hearts from Dollar Tree, I'm going to paint them with some tan colored paint. Once that's done, you really only need to paint one side of them. On one of them, you want to turn it into a graham cracker. So I'm going to take a little bit of a darker colored paint, sorry, I'm using caramel, and I'm going to do the dashed lines and the little dots, then go back in and kind of brush it all over to give it a little bit more color. Here's the fun part. On the other wooden heart that I painted tan, I took some brown hot glue and I just stacked it up on top of each other. And now I'm using my heat gun to melt it all together so it doesn't look lumpy and clumpy and it just becomes one nice big blob of fake chocolate. I also used more of the Model Magic and made a little heart marshmallow, and I stuck that onto my brown hot glue. Now you could add sprinkles to the edge of your marshmallow if you wanted to. That would be really cute. And then I just hot glued that top piece to it and it was finished.
Can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
taking one of these love signs from Dollar Tree. We're going to give it a makeover and turn it kind of shabby chic, vintage vibe. And for this, you're going to need 4 different types of fabric. So I just rummaged through what I had in my stash, found 4 different ones, cut them down to, I don't know, square sizes that were a little bit bigger than the letters. And then I did press them with my mini heat press to get out the wrinkles. Now what you want to do is flip your sign, and you're going to put your fabric pretty side down on your table, and you want to trace around each of the letters. So each piece of fabric will correspond to one of the letters, and I'm just using a regular pen and tracing the outline. There's a little bit of guesswork as far as where you need to kind of stop since these letters overlap on the sign. So just cut things a little bit longer, and I'm going to do this for each piece of fabric. When I get to the O where the heart is, I'm just going to make sure I also trace the inside of that heart onto the fabric. With all of my fabric pieces cut, I'm going to take some fabric Mod Podge and just paint it on the top portion of this sign, all over the sign. If it dries, it's totally fine. In fact, I don't want it to be super wet. I just want it to be kind of tacky, but if it dries all the way, this next step will still work very easily. Now, this next step, I don't know what it is about this type of application, but for me, I don't know, I find it so satisfying. So I'm going to take my fabric, stick it down one piece at a time, and I'm going to use my heat press once I get all of the fabric stuck down. There was a little trimming involved once I placed the letters to try to make it look how I wanted it to. But I'm just going to use my mini heat press and apply these pieces of fabric. It will adhere to that Mod Podge. The Mod Podge will get activated, and these will get nice and stuck down to my sign. Here comes the fun part. Now you get to embellish it. So I grabbed some of this pink lace that I had in my stash that I got from Hobby Lobby, cut a small strip of it, and tied it around the L. Then for the O, that fabric, I wanted to fray the edges, so I just used my fingers and pulled at the fabric to get it kind of frayed. Now for the V, I don't know where the footage went of this, but those little grommet looking things, y'all, those are googly eyes. That is an underrated supply. The easiest way to transform googly eyes is take some painter's tape, secure it down to the table with the sticky side up, stick the googly eyes on there so they don't move around, and spray paint them. That's all I did there. Then I had all these keys, and I was trying really hard to work these keys into it, but I just couldn't quite pull it together. So I said, you know what? This project is finished.
If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever.
We are turning these 2 wooden hearts from Dollar Tree into faux concrete decorative, and then taking them a little further. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. First step is to give them a coat of gray paint, making sure to paint the edge on at least one of them. Once you've got that painted, then your next step is to take some air dry clay and some kind of mold. Now I found this trim mold on Amazon. It was $8. I will link it down below. It's got all these different decorative options, and what we're going to do is stick our clay inside the mold and then pull it out, trim it down, and apply it to the heart. Now I did the 2 hearts in 2 different ways. One heart, when I took the clay, I simply placed it on the heart, and then I trimmed around the heart, which made the heart have a flatter look. To give the heart a more full look, I took trim and placed it on the second heart, and then I wrapped the piece of trim around the edges, which gave this heart definite dimension, so you can kind of see the difference in the two. Once that was all done and the clay was dry, it was time to paint. So as far as making it look like concrete, the key that I would just say is to take several different shades of gray and just start painting until you get it looking how you want to. Now you could leave it this gray if you wanted to, but I wanted to add something a little more. So I took some gold rub and buff, and I just started focusing at first just on all the parts of the clay that was kind of raised and brushing that part. Then I went in and lightly just started brushing all over both hearts, and I love the look of these. On one of them, I did attach a chiffon ribbon loop and then just tied a bow at the top of it. These are great for just shelf sitters. You can put them on a tray. You could definitely turn them in to place settings and add names, a little tag to it if you wanted to. But I absolutely love how these turned out.
Forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
Here is the simplest of all DIYs. I have this free printable that is a printable of Bible verses about love, and you can grab that down below in the description box of my video along with the first pinned comment. I had this frame from Hobby Lobby. This year I'm really trying to focus on, hey, let's refresh your home. Let's not spend very much money. You can take new things and change it into something. So as I was trying to break down this Hobby Lobby frame, I broke the glass. Was not trying to do that, but that's just kind of what happened. So I was fine with it. Took the glass out, popped my printable in there, and then this is ready to be displayed in my kitchen.
Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
That's going to wrap up today's video. Let me know down below which one of these projects was your favorite. Also, let me know, do you prefer me voicing over real time like that one project I did in today's video, or do you just like voiceovers? I'd love to know your feedback on that, or maybe a mix. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Here are some more videos you might want to check out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!